Right, yeah,
Are we ready to eat?
Venice. With a small Coke.
No. Okay.
You want any salad also?
No.
We're just sitting here.
Well, we just arrived, and it includes getting off at the wrong station, and two of the three of us getting on back on the train, and one of us having to come later. And the late arrival, of course, was Tony, but he did good. He got here pretty quick. Kept us cool.
Put back reports on the side.
Well, we just had lunch, kind of a rip-off, and now looking at the canal.
Yes.
We're looking for the center of town. We're not finding it. It's pretty deserted here. Well, there's somebody trying to figure out where the heck we are. 'Cause so far we've found nothing that looks attractive. That's the typical look. Brian's still trying to figure out where the devil we are. It goes on and on like this. Looks like we got a bolt and washer holding this building together. Here's a shop selling all these masks. Brian thinks it's because of a festival they have here once a year. Quite a number of these shops. And that's me.
Is this the big bridge?
Sì, train station?
Well, no.
Sì,
Answer Bridge.
sì.
Guarda sul ponte! Pino, Bianchi! Niente, non si butta io niente. Oggi è la mattina. Vai.
This person here, he said he would like to spend the night here tonight. He's having so much fun. Well, I don't know if it's getting better or worse. And they do have fancy doorbells. This looks like the subway area of New York. Nah, it doesn't look that bad. Or that good, rather. There's an old well, no labels, no nothing. What's it getting?
Coca-Cola Grande.
Uh-oh. I think maybe I'm in a bad mood, but that just doesn't look like any fun to me. People jammed in. Nice looking boat.
So I say, we got a 50-50 chance if I say we go up.
Okay.
This is obviously the open market.
The open market that's been closed. And over here is the fish market. I can tell that you can't because that smell is there. There's some happy persons right there. And they didn't like it either. Well, we found some activity.
Видел, что вы вошли, и этот мужчина, который с нами шел.
Go to the bridge.
Hey, this is the Rialto Bridge. We're in the island and now we're looking outside the island. I think that's a cute girl for Tony from the back, right there. Looking down from the Rialto Bridge. Taking it into the sun. There's Tony, and there's McDonald's. The two might meet. Heading over that direction. We went right by these two young girls. Oh, there's the two nice gondolas.
Non vado avanti,
San Marcos Square. Okay, there we go. We're now at St. Anthony's. Yep. We're not allowed to have cameras inside, but this is one large building. Tremendously large.
Hello.
There's Brian. We just took a tour of the Basilica. It looks much nicer than it looks through this video camera.
Much bigger.
Much, much bigger. But we can't take the camera inside, so this is what we've got. There's all kinds of people everywhere. We bought our gifts inside at the official gift shop. Things are very nice, very reasonable, I thought. The church needs a good cleaning. They gave an example inside of a couple spots that had been cleaned. It is pure white after cleaning on the inside. This is where we ate last night. We didn't sit outside on the tables because it was so darn warm, and we were the only ones inside. They had air conditioning, but it wasn't turned on. But for us, they turned it on. The time below is wrong. This is where we're going to go into the old part of town. This is approaching the old part of town. Oh, this is the city centrum, Ottawa, but we're probably in the wrong spot because there's nothing very attractive here. Beans. That's what Brian says. That's what he's selling. Let's see, we're heading north of Italy and the southern part of Tyrol. It's a hazy day, so it doesn't show up very well. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty good. Okay, it's 10:45. We spent the night here in Algund, which is a suburb of Meran. We're at the Wiesenhof Hotel, which was recommended by Gerhard and Rita Hurt. Rita's born in Meran, and we're looking to go there in a little bit. They have some kind of a fest going on. Last night we went to a fest in Algund, which was Tyrolean music, beer and wine and so forth. So now Brian and I are going to go on a bicycle tour. This is from my hotel room, hotel number 24, hotel room number 24. It rained last night, and it was very muggy yesterday on the way here. Still hasn't cleared up, but yeah, it's going to be okay. This little village up on top of the hill. We're on our bikes, taking a ride. My partner.
Hello.
Okay, this is a nice spot. We're getting ready to go into Meran, down this nice path. There's apples on the left, many apple trees,
Up there, the vineyards.
and then vineyards up here. Let's see, we're in Meran. There's always construction going on everywhere. Beautiful little town.
It's 12:30.
12:30?
Yep.
Well, we're having yeah, Tyrolean Westie. That's it. It's a beautiful tower here.
There's a West.
There's our Westie again, I guess. Yeah, he's smelling everything like Westies do. A lot of Westies. This is the church. And we're just about near the center of town, but this is really not it, I don't think. It's very dark in this church, but this is the pulpit in the old days. And this is the front of the church. And I contend that that's one of the reasons people always sit back from the front, because if they sat in the front, they couldn't see the pulpit. It's very dark in here, so you can't see the beautiful colors. This is typical. Most churches are being renovated. So we just visited St. Nicholas Church. Brian says that they really were repairing the organ or replacing it. This is the bell tower. It's beautiful. It's got two clocks for some reason. You can see where people obviously lived at one time. Maybe they still do. 12 o'clock, right on the money. The sun's in the wrong direction, so we can't get a good shot of it. And then way back up the street, I don't know whether that's part of the wall to the village, enclosing the village or not. Probably is. High noon, 12 o'clock. We are heading towards the flea market eventually, I hope. That's the sign. And we'll keep going. In the meanwhile, we told Tony we'd be back at 12. It's now 10 after, so we're going to miss Tony. This is the flea market. Well, this is one of the gates for the wall that surrounds the town. And as you can hear from next door is a creek, or maybe that would be a river. There's the bridge. He's getting ready to go on the bridge, and Brian noticed all these pine cones. Beautiful.
It's a cedar.
Cedar tree?
Mm-hmm. Cedar.
I bet that's the White House that we could see from our hotel. It's too bad it's a little bit of a hazy day because there's all kinds of little towns up in the hills. But it would be nice having a hotel right on this river, listening to this all night. The bridge itself. Well, speaking of hotels, there it is. And that's the gate again for the wall, the entrance.
And here's Peter coming through the ancient wall. Okay, we're searching for a restaurant up here so we can get a view of the city. Vineyards, of course. We're getting close to the top of this. We are about to have lunch here at the Conrad, way up on the hill. We just asked the husband and wife how much further it was, and he said it was 2 kilometers. And she said, no, much less. So we timed it to see who was right, and it turned out to be 0.3 kilometers. So she was right. It's a beautiful spot. Okay, we're studying the restaurant, the menu. And this is our view. Beautiful. But it's another hazy day. And yeah, it's a church steeple someplace. And right there is where the festival is going to be tonight, that we're going to be having dinner, wine, and or beer. Well, we had a great lunch. One last look. Well, we're going back down. I thought we were way up in the hills, but we weren't. We're only actually about 2 kilometers from the center of the city. That city being, what's the name of that town? Mulbach? Yeah. Well, we're looking at the church steeple again on our way down the hill to Algun. Decision here. I don't know which way to turn. I'd say start heading down the hill.
Let's start heading down.
It's a nice little drive coming down from this restaurant. Dirty windshield. Still coming down. Lunch at the Conrad. It seems a lot higher than we actually were. Okay, we just left the church. That's the view. Hazy again. Parking lot of the church. It's nice. Get a better view of the church at another spot here. Well, this is a more practical way to do it. We were just in the church in Algund. It's a brand new church. I wanted to point out how they're making a new church nowadays. That steeple is very high. Just looking into the church, to the altar. And close-up of the altar. No statues. And looking from the altar out to the congregation. And over here they have a little baptismal area, which is very nice. It's got rocks on the bottom. And the only thing I missed in these pictures was, or I didn't talk about, was the chapel, but it was very, very plain. The outside looks very nice of this church. Another side shot of our hotel. There's somebody that I know. I think he's going to attack the pool. And over here is a person who knows how to live. Yep, looks familiar to me. Looking around. Familiar face. Discussing the situation. Let's see, we just came out of Mass. It's Saturday night. It was an 8 o'clock Mass having to do with, it was a memorial Mass actually for someone who was killed on the highway. And this is the view right outside the church. I'm zooming in because it's getting dark and it's not too bright out. Tony's discussing the funnel cake over at the feast. We're going to just have dinner, but we went to church. Now we're going to go to the, it's the Fireware Feast, Volunteer Fire Department. This little creek is just in front of the church. We missed the music last night. Forgot to bring the camera. Which is Corona music. This is more modern music from Bavaria.
Another big Coke for me.
Right. .19. Well, it's Sunday morning. It's 8:30. Looking at the back. It's a nice clear day today. It's a perfect day to be driving. We're going through Austria, heading towards Munich. And we're looking now in a direction that we had lunch yesterday, which I believe was right here. It seemed to be very high up on a mountain, but it wasn't. It was only about 600 meters above. And as we go up higher, the mountain behind us, that's more like about 7,500 to 8,000 feet. Scanning along. Going around the other way down. Very nice. Snow-capped. And down here, right below, those vineyards are actually not grapes, they are apples. This area is known as Algund, made up of a number of small villages. We're in Mulbach. This is where we are, right there, in the center. We're leaving town, and that's the church right in the center of town that we had pictures of yesterday. This is the same river that runs into Murano. Of course, I can't see it right now. But it's there. Motorcyclers here.
Here comes a car.
Ah, there's a car. Hey. Been passing some bikers, but I seem to miss them. That's the river we've been following. Okay. Okay, this I think is St. Martin in Italian. This guy's going up a hill. This is quite a slope. This is Leonardo. We had just passed it. The sun's a little bit in our eyes, but it's a beautiful sight. Here's the water. Looks like there's been like a landslide here. Anyway, to the top, into the sun. Yeah. We've got all these rock fences, metal fences, grid work. We're just about at the top. The side. It's actually a clear day, but for that distance, it's pretty hazy looking. Can't see much. Can hardly distinguish the clouds from the mountains. I don't know where he's going, but I'm glad he's doing it, not me. A lot of motorcycles. In the meanwhile, there he is. Oh, now we're going to ride. Maybe we're not going to ride. Yeah, we are going to ride. No, we're not going to ride. I think we better push it some more. I get the idea now. There's a floor line up there. No, that's a guy. Well, these guys got to be pretty healthy. Or these girls, I guess. And that looks like some kind of a ski lift, but there's nothing here. One heck of a drop. This is about as good as it's going to get because we have the sun behind us now. We're heading down. Okay, we are now in Austria. Okay, yesterday we didn't take any videos because I forgot to bring the video. I didn't think they would be allowed in the BMW museum, but they were allowed. And also we went from the museum to the city of Munich, which we had a nice time. Went to the Hofbräuhaus. And today we're going to the Dachau camp. And this sign basically says that Dachau is a very old town. It's 200 years, 1,200 years old. Actually dates back into BC, 300 BC, where they found the first ruins. This wall shows all the concentration camps and sub-camps all through Europe. I'm amazed how many there are. It's a map showing the relative locations. The only one I can really pick out here is like Strasbourg, France.
That's the Rhine River. It's the Rhine River there. Let's see, this is the crematorium. There's a number of memorials here. This is the unknown prisoner. There's memorials built by the Jewish, Catholic, Protestants, Russian Orthodox, and others. These are reconstructed barracks. It's my last shot. Okay, I have you too. We're back in Hambach. Yeah. What they're saying is that's what they built. That's my room. Peter, oh, back in Hambach, there's the church fest. Yeah. Tasting Pfälzer Bratwurst, right? Pfälzer Bratwurst.
Nur etwa Dicke. Da kann die Schuppe, das Brot ist verdient, die schaffen. Schafft ihr was? Zweite.
This is the Beerdigung starting. They're closing up. Okay, now we're back in Kirweiler. We skipped the day of videotaping. And Brian, what did you do yesterday?
Yesterday I went into Stuttgart. I went to the Porsche Museum. Couldn't go to the factory because it was closed for holiday. And then I went over to the museum, the Mercedes-Benz Museum, and came home. It was the whole day.
Okay. And prior to that, we on our way here, we went to the Mercedes factory. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but that was like 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah. And in the background is the Kirweiler house, right there, with a familiar person, Tony.
We're back in the Carewala house here looking in. Someone just came in, so this is what it currently looks like. And in the back part at the time used to be a horse stable with cows, or a cow, let's say, and a pig. And right about there was an outhouse. Then there was a second outhouse back further here. And we're looking up at the church. Yeah. So that's what it looks like now. It's a little different, not quite as nice, but that's it. Inside of the Carewala house. This is my first opportunity, Tony. I've never seen it open. Yep. Now, right in the front of the house, right there where Tony is, that whole corner was a store. And that was closed in 1939. That was open in the 30s. It went right around the corner, and they had a door to get in and so forth. The painting at my house shows that store as it looked in 1939. And right where I'm standing and taking this picture was the well, one of the town wells. Uncle Willie says there were about 5 or 6 of them. Those are the people that are apparently living there now. Looking at the roof of the Carewala house, if somebody's in the moss on the roof, we got it right here. Looking at the back of the church. The steeple burned in the 50s, but I thought it was prior to 58. 1958.
Maybe that might be signifying steeple.
Yeah, it might be. The top part burned. I'm taking these pictures from the pulpit. And again, according to my theory, that's one of the reasons the Catholics always want to sit back a little bit, maybe as far as where Brian is, so they can see the priest. If you sit up front here, you have to look backwards. They're building a new organ, which I assume is going to go up there. It's a very cloudy day today, and I know I've taken pictures prior to this, but I'm going to take some more from the balcony to maybe to turn that even clearer. I don't think I had a picture here before. This is the first, no, I think this would be for just a balcony. As I recall in the old days, this is where the older men sat, back when I was here in 1939. I may be wrong about that. So this apparently is going to be where the organ is. You can see how thick the walls are here. Standing in front of the church, and the Carewala house is directly behind us on the back side of the church. Nice day today. It doesn't rain. Right? Yeah, Tony, yeah, this is on Neugasser Strasse where Uncle Willie lived, and this is
Number 12.
number 12. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here's Uncle Willie's house on Neugasser Strasse, Nummer 20. There. And Annalie lived here too. We just turned right from Neugasser Strasse, heading away from the church. And which street are we on?
There's no sign.
No name. Town post office. And this is the new Rathaus. Looking down the main street where we just came in a little while ago. This is the hotel, the Swan Restaurant. on Friedhofstrasse. This is the cemetery at the end. It's Brian and Tony. It's been off and on raining, and I'm right in the front of the cemetery, but yet it's still a fairly clear day for the Hamburger Castle.
Good name for my tour.
I'm looking at Oscar and Maria's grave site, and Gertrude has certainly done a nice job keeping the flowers looking nice. I guess it'll stay this way for a few months until they finish off the grave. Let's see, I'm looking again from the wall over to Hambach. It's not so good. And Neustadt further down. And the castle again is up there. Not a good day. This is the guard dog here. Yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, he likes Brian. That's the restaurant Golden Ox, where my granddad had made all the lamps. They're closed right now. Still in my camo, and this is the store where I'm looking to buy some gifts maybe, but they are closed until 2:30. It's now 1:30. Okay, this plaque is on the side of Thunder Cradle's house. It looks like it's a person who did a patent, maybe for Aldrich. We'll have to ask Uncle Willie about this. Let's see, a wine fest is going to start here tomorrow night. We're in St. Martin. Brian's tasting some wines here to take back to the club. Tony's helping out, and I'm going to help out also. We're tasting a dry white wine. We had just finished tasting a dry and a sweet red wine. Chocolater. Good. Das ist gut. Okay, Tony approves. Brian's still checking. Yeah.
What about the other 16 Grand Prix and all the people at home? Verdammt viel Mut zu, sich in ein solches Auto zu setzen. Und die beiden haben ein Riesenschwein. Denn es beginnt ganz langsam ein bisschen zu regnen. Ich glaube, dass die Erregung und das, was man in so einem Auto spürt, noch viel größer würde, wenn plötzlich die Strecke nass wäre.
instructors are warm up for Formula 3.
100. Einladen und links in das Teamgefährte, im Team von Nick Hättest du das für eine passable Lösung? Ja, das ist also gar nicht so abwegig. Ich kann mich zum Beispiel sehen, als der Alex Banaki vor 6 Jahren in der Formel 1 rausgefahren ist. Letztes Jahr nicht mal die in Amerika in der Formel 1 der sozusagen weggeworfen, weil der Alfred Jäger Sechster und der nicht abgeflogen war, sondern der in dem Rückspiegel wo gesehen hat, wie sein Freund und Teamgefährte, der Dirk Müller gespielt hat. In erster Position dann Kulutic mit der Startnummer 17 an. Schwerpunkt der Strecke dazu Klagenstock muss mit dem Besen ein.
Der Meister nebendran zum Weitermachen.
Oh ja.
Ja.
It's too dark. There we go. Hello, little dog. They're very proud of the dog. They told me to come back and take a picture. I told them it was too dark, but they wanted me to do it. Deutsche Brötchen. Da. Das, ja. Ja, sieht gut aus.
Das macht doch gar nichts gewonnen. Das ist schlimm.
Let's see, today we're at Erika's. Oh yeah, well this is not an important video, but hello anyway. Okay. Ready for export. Table set up nicely. And Erika is up in the house, getting things ready. Brian and Tony are going to go to church at 6. It's now 5 minutes to 5. And then we're going to eat at 7. And right now we're getting a little bit of horse spicer. Okay, here we have Rita delivering Erika's specialty. Erika's specialty. This is iced coffee. Iced coffee. The beste iced coffee in the ganze Welt. Ja, richtig. And jetzt ist trinken mein iced coffee. We're going to church. Tony just changed clothes. That's the church.
It looks like the buffet we're going to attack in a few minutes. We just got back from church, obviously. And here we go. Got a nice grill there. I never saw a grill like that. Have you, Tony? What do we have? Onions and beef and bratwurst. And there's the chef, Wolfgang, his wife Rita. And hello, Anneli. Yeah, sieht gut aus. It reads good, smells good. Okay, the finishing touches here. Let's see what Tony has here. A little bit of everything. Got steak, bratwurst, salad, and bread, right? There we go.
Wenn ich jetzt unverschämt wäre, würde ich sagen, warum ziehst du deine Jacke nicht an? Ist das dann viel freier und viel. Wir sind zu Hause, weißt du?
Wenn es euch auch nicht schmeckt, sagt es ist gut, weil der Peter filmt.
Here are the final results of the meal, the eating, and the drinking. And the special table is going to be over there. The drinking. There's my Tunda, Erika. Yeah.
Good appetite, good appetite.
Okay, thank you everybody. And America says thank you.
So have a nice time
Right.
staying here in Germany.
Yep, thank you. Okay, Prost, Alice, Prost. And to our host, Erika, thank you very much. Vielen Dank. And for the Arbeit, there's Wolfgang and Rita. Well, there it is inside the oven. It'll be out in a minute. There's some more cooked stuff. And there's my little niece. Been on the telephone for at least 5 hours.
Nee, das ist nicht wahr.
Yeah. This is next to her last night. Have to drink some champagne. Right? Because you want to test it first. It's okay? Skeet?
Okay.
It's okay. What do we have here? Tell us what it is.
Tell us what it is.
Oh, Susanne.
Marc, hast du es da? Es ist
Ja, ja.
Leute.
Okay, Suzanne's going to explain it.
Blätterteig.
Beef oder nimmst du?
This is a kind of pastry, and inside this pastry there's meat, red meat, custard,
Und
yeah, there are pineapples with handmade, no, self-made marmalade. And now we cut it and then we will eat it.
Okay, very well.
ja.
Very well summarized.
Now we see the backside of the house that is in the Rittergartenstraße 6. It's the third house. And in older times you could see a little stream coming, passing through. And you could see that stream from the window out of the house. Now the stream goes under the ground. You can't see it anymore, but on some places it comes up again, and it's called Bachgänge. This is looking to the other direction, towards the Catholic Church, and today there you can still see the Bachgänge on some places, near the church, so it's not totally under the ground. This is the Speyerbach. It goes all the way to the town Speyer, but it's not. You can't see it the whole way because it's partly under the ground, under the concrete.
Okay, now I'm at Lotta and Rup's house, and we all know who's in the picture. That's Thunder Lotta and Tony, and Rup and Susie. And Susie came and she did a very good job of interpreting our conversation. I got a lot of information about Dill, which keeps the puzzle still going. And now I'm going to let Susie take a picture of me.
And here's Uncle Pete. He was also doing a very great job with talking in German and mixing German and English up so that everybody could understand it.
That's a joke.
No, that's the truth.
3rd August. 3rd August.
Oh yeah, today is the 3rd of August.
Oh, yeah. Ich habe das on the video gesagt. Ich muss das nicht denken.
Ah, das macht
Das macht er.
Film.
Das ist gut. Das ist gut. Ich habe alles vergessen.
Ja.
Ich mag das nicht. Das ist die heimische Kanalstücke.
That was just the proof that this is a mixture between German and English and that he does a really good job. But you always can hear his German accent, his Palatinate accent. That is really funny.
Okay, now we're leaving. That's from their balcony. Lotta and Rupp. Okay, Annelie, wo?
Wir sind in Maikammer
Ja.
im Hotel Immem.
Mhm.
Sehr schön, sehr schön. Wir haben gut gegessen und gut getrunken. Brian ist unser Gastgeber.
Brian? Thank you, Brian. Yeah.
Thank you.
Danke für den schönen
For a
Abend.
wonderful week.
Schön, ja.
Okay. Okay, we're at the outside of the restaurant now. We just had a nice meal. Compliments of the Bull and Bear Club. And Brian, did you want to get in this little picture? No? Well, we get you over here.
We're over here.
Uncle Willie, Brian, yep. Hello.
Very good meal.
Yeah, this was a nice hotel in Maikammer. And Susie is leaving directly to go back to school. So we're walking her to her car. Susie's going back to school. Have to
Out.
change shoes.
Annette hat ein neues Golf. Annette hat ein new.
Another car.
No, sir.
Okay, we're back home. Some of the geese and ducks. And that big black thing is the pipe. It's 700 and some feet long for the new pond pipe. And this is where they were splicing it together. It comes in 40-foot lengths. It's 8 inches in diameter outside. This is the splicing instrument, which simply heats up the plastic pipe and fuses it together. And back there is the generator. So that job is all done. Now they're about to drag the pipe down to the pond, down to the outfall where the pipe would come out. To the pier. to be sure it doesn't tear up the Reineckers' yard. That little stake there is where they're supposed to have brought it to. I think he went too far. Let's see, I was wrong about that. They wanted this end here because this is the pulling end, so they're going to take from here down the gully and ultimately connect with this line there towards the river. So the underground pipe will be coming out just about where that post is, and everything goes good, and that'll be 15 feet above sea level. And looking the other way, that's the line there between lots 3 and 4. There's another stake up on top of the hill someplace. Right there. This is the existing outfall that goes under the road right here. And it eroded a little gully down here. But actually, you never see the water. It goes underground. It ends up there. This is the line of the existing steel pipe, which goes across lot 3 at a diagonal to the pond. This is the back of the first house, Reineckers, on lot number 1. We just recently built it. And you can see this slope that was cut out. He got permission from the county to level that so he could have a walkout basement. And further down is John Miles's house. This is the next house, the back of it, on lot number 2. 3 and 4 were just sold by Chris. And number 5 is for sale. Number 6, David Kasar lives on, and I live on number 7. And that's the rig there. The tanker which supplies water and like a grout material to harden the walls of where the drilling is. And that's the drill itself right there. And then we got a little lift. This is the tunneling rig. They went down from this level, 40 feet above sea level, to a level of 30 feet above sea level, and it goes in like this. And at the 30-foot level is where I'm going to put a manhole. Each length of drilling rod is 15 feet, and we've got 2 of them here, so a total of 30 feet. Everything went great last week. We got about 500 feet, and then one of the drill rods broke. These are the drilling rods, one of which broke. We had drilled to about 550 of the 725 feet we needed when the rod broke here, which is about 300 feet from the beginning. Now they're digging down about 22 feet to the level of where the broken rod is located, and hopefully they can replace it. The drill head is worth about $10,000. It's stuck under the ground right now. Okay, here's the excavator, and there's a hole about 22 feet deep, and the rod apparently is right there.
Potatoes, and I can This stuffing.
Okay, we just had a really nice meal at Jenny's house.
Oh,
And I forgot to get the camera out. So we got it.
looked beautiful, and now it's all
Jenny
chaotic.
and Dorothy. Can you turn around, please, just to say hello? There's
Brooke wants
Jenny's
something.
sister Dorothy
Hi.
and little Brooke. And on TV we can listen about the Clinton situation here. And there's Donald Fernbach.
Dobry din.
Same to you, buddy.
That's my Russian without an English accent.
Right. And what did you say?
I said, good day.
Guten
And I
Tag.
can say cocktail,
Yeah.
and that means how are you?
Hmm.
And you would answer, Harasho.
No, I would not say ganz gut, danke.
You could say that if you're returning German, but if you're saying Russian, you say Harasho.
Okay, we got it.
Spasibo. That means
And here we have Freddie. Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Trudel.
Trudel and Dieter and the Annetta and Susie and the family.
Oh, it's for them too.
So, yeah.
And Annetta and Susie and the entire family wish you were here. You have to come see us.
Okay, we're back at the pond pipe project. It rained last night and now it's full of water. And the first generator they had failed. And then the second generator didn't work. Now they got a gasoline pump. Let's see, today they finally got to the rod and he's using the a hydraulic wrench powered by this truck to disconnect them and connect the new one. Person down there. Carefully trying to take the dirt and the water with it away from the hole. And again, meanwhile, he's pushing a new rod in. It just stopped.
Say stop. Got enough room? What's going on?
There's the other pipe that they pushed through, but it's at about a 30-degree angle from the existing pipe they have to hook to. And that could be a problem. Trying to hook up the hydraulic wrench.
What? Huh? Take it back out just like you
Okay, they're loading a new rack of pipes. They still have to hook up the new pipe that's been replaced. That's what they're going to do next. Well, there was a deer in the front of the house this morning eating my begonias, and now they're right in the back here. I'm glad they're eating the weeds instead. Well, these are not the same two deer. It's a little guy there. That's the mom. Get a better idea of the size of the little one by comparing the two here. There you go. Just the little guy. We're eating in Fritz's garden now. That's the garden. He likes that little green stuff. Okay, I just came down. I didn't think they were coming today, but it's now 1:35. They've already loaded both of the mules, and he's now covering up the hole. Yesterday I spoke to William Weems, Richard Weems, and he said that they had blown a hydraulic pump on the drilling machine, and they've got to get that repaired. I'm not sure why they're filling this hole. I don't know. I don't think they made a connection, but I'm not positive because I haven't been told. Filling the hole up. Okay.
Normales Programm. 2 Stunden später gestärkt und verstärkt Chor. Läuft das gerade jetzt?
Wenn wir zum Geburtstag gehen, bringen wir gute Laune mit. Wollen alle gratulieren und wir singen unseren Hit. Liebe Trude, Tische, Dank für alle Mühe und Klag. Liebe Trude, wir gratulieren hier, wünschen Gesundheit und Freude dir. Mögest noch recht lange leben, ihr mit einem lieben All. Zählt sich ja leid nur immer gut am Ball. Liebe Trude, wir gratulieren hier, wünschen Gesundheit und Freude dir. 100 Jahre sollst du leben, 100 Jahre glücklich sein. Wenn wir alle dann noch leben, wollen wir wieder bei dir sein. Liebe Trude, wir gratulieren hier, wünschen Gesundheit und Freude dir.
Ich danke euch, danke ganz herzlich.
Aber sie muss die Kinder nehmen.
Sie haben Pfingsten, waren Sie gar nicht dabei?
Ja, doch, ich bin reingekommen. Das war sehr schön. Ja,
So ist gut. Jetzt ist es
Was sagen Sie denn vorne?
Natürlich, ich bin einerseits mit dem Orchester.
Ja, was man ganz in Kleidung dabei. Das Schöne war, dass ganz wenig haben sich das war eigentlich.
Es war nicht so voll.
wenn sie erklärt.
Fallalala geht's dann, glaube ich, weiter, ne? So Fallalala.
Gudrun, oh, das ist schön.
Jetzt, wenn ich das gut hätte,
Das bleibt.
Sitzt du hier? Er geht gerne nach den Fingern. Frau Wächter, dass ich der Mama mal die Finger gebrochen habe. Das ist noch später nicht so erlebt. Die hat mir immer so gemacht.
Immer nach die Finger?
Immer geht zu jemand in der Zeit.
Wo treffen wir dann euch?
Aber dann ist fast beleidigend. Das geht auch nicht. Das kannst du auch nicht machen.
Wir sind doch kein Kind als Fische, du kommst raus.
You taking pictures now?
Yeah.
Aki, you have your finger in front. I can't see when it's working. There. Okay, we're going to take a picture of Lemonade, and she's going to tell us about the time that Mom and Dad were in Germany with Eric and Mike. Right?
Ja.
Erzähl das jetzt.
Also ich erzähle das.
Langsam. So.
Wie wir in Urlaub waren in Österreich, da haben wir die Tante Olga getroffen, den Mike und den Erik.
Yeah.
Und hatten eine sehr schöne Zeit dort. Der Michael und der Erich, die haben dann immer serviert an dem Tresen.
What
Da
does
haben
that
wir
mean?
uns
What did she say? Dina?
jetzt an der Theke.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you were saying that you met Mom and Dad, Eric and
Eric
Michael
and Michael.
in Austria,
Ja.
and you were at the bar at the restaurant, right?
Okay.
And then what happened?
Und die sind dann immer an die Bar, haben sich Drinks bestellt und haben auch für die Leute Drinks serviert. Sind sie immer rum und da haben wir gelacht. Wir haben eine richtig gute Zeit gehabt. Und dann sind wir, ach, da war ein schöner Umzug mit Bellarschuss, haben die da
Well,
rumgemacht. Dann waren wir zu...
he taken Dieter and interpret that. I lost her.
Und dann ist der Michael und der Erik, die sind da von Leichnamszug.
You're talking so
Und
fast.
da haben wir die gesucht, da waren die nicht mehr da.
Well, Eric and Michael disappeared, and you were looking for them.
Ja. Auf einmal sind die gekommen mit der Badehose an und mit dem Badetuch umhängen zum Pfarrer hin, wo der da mit der Prozession
And then they came in with a bathing suit on in the restaurant?
Ja.
And,
Nee, auf
To the procession.
oh, procession?
Yeah,
What kind of
it was
procession?
Ja.
A very
A very full.
Ja, so,
They came there with bathing clothes.
Bathing clothes on.
Yeah.
Anschließend sind wir dann noch schwimmen gegangen ins Hotel. Und nachdem, wo wir uns verabschieden wollten, da gucken wir so hoch, da war im 4. Stock, war der Michael und der Erich oben am Fenster gesessen, haben die Füße nach außen und ich habe angeschlagen.
Interpret that.
Okay, they went swimming,
Yeah.
and after they come back in the hotel, they just looked around and saw Eric and Michael on the 4th floor.
First floor.
The windows open
Yeah.
and the legs outside.
Ja. Tante Olga nicht mehr am Herzschlag.
They got
Dann haben wir immer gesagt, schön sitzen bleiben, schön sitzen bleiben. Also was die aufgestellt haben, nicht zu glauben. Das war aber alles dann, wir sind dann heim.
And after that, you went home.
So, jetzt kommt ihr, wo ist die Trudel?
Die ist bei der Frau Schmidt.
Aber mit der Trudel kannst du dich jetzt nicht.
Well, then I have to tell the story about,
Ja, da müssen wir uns auch
about
aus
when
dem
Eric
erzählen.
and Mike were sitting at, Eric and Mike were at the table, and
Das war
Eric says,
Ja, bitte machst du eine
the waiter came to the table and said, oh, those are nice children. Do they speak German? And Eric says, yes, I speak German. And my father says, Eric, you cannot speak German, du kannst nicht Deutsch sprechen. Und Eric hat gesagt, ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Mein Vater sagt, was kannst du sagen? Scheiße, Scheiße. so Eric said he could say shit.
Ja, das kann man ja im Englisch, das hat mich ja gleich ein bisschen shit. Aber sonst habe ich kein besseres Wort gelernt, ich weiß nicht, was das andere. Ich will auch nicht fragen.
Ich auch nicht, ach Gott, ich weiß, was das sagen doch mir nicht an.
Nee, ach,
das ist gar nicht. Nee, ach, früher nicht, als ich gesagt
Nee, das haben wir nie gemacht dran.
Wir waren gut erzogen, wir haben
no
sowas.
4-letter words.
No.
Wir waren so.
Aber kannst du dich noch erinnern, Peter, nach der Schule, wie ihr in Deutschland wart, 1938, dass wir jeden Mittag mit dem Fahrrad
Yeah.
spazieren gefahren sind. Du hast das alte Rad gehabt vom Onkel Otto. Das ganz schmale.
Ja.
Ach Gott, wie heißt denn die?
Got wheels, very small. I borrowed Uncle Otto's bicycle with the very small wheels.
Du hast die Ballonräder gegeben und dann die ganz schmale.
Die ganz schmale, ja.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ich gebe Zeit an, noch. Wie heißt das?
Okay, now I'm going to take a video
Die sollen
now.
sich da nebeneinander setzen.
Einmal war ich
Nein,
mit
nein.
deiner Mutter böse. Ein einziges Mal. Und das wird ein Dach gehalten, glaube ich.
Im Lähnchen.
So, wait, you,
Ein Dach.
well,
Ja, aber ich weiß tatsächlich. Ja.
now we're going to the restaurant. The grand finale of the birthday of Trudel. Yeah, there we go.
Ich halte das erste Mal, dass ich dann aber kam.
Guck, das sind Farbe drauf, da bin ich schon farbenfreudig.
Und wie das erste Mal, das macht gar nichts. Gar nichts, nur
Kriegst du noch mal für 10 Mark?
Ja, also für 10 Mark. 5 Filme, Andreas, was für jetzt?
5 Filme. Schenkst du noch mal
Ja.
Du musst jetzt schon eine halbe Stunde spielen, damit du nicht draufkommst.
Selbst die Sehen vorher sagen. Sag, die sind so verpflichtet.
Dann wird morgen das Wetter maximal
Schlecht haben sie gesagt, voll schon.
echt schlecht.
Voll schlecht.
keine Mutter.
Hab ihn ja noch gar nicht.
Schön lachen, schön lachen.
Dankeschön, ja, das ist sonst ist ganz viel wie immer, ja.
There you go. I have it. Way to go, Traddle. Yeah. This is Andreas' new house. Okay, today I'm taking a video of Trudel and Traddle, who have been lifelong friends in the Kerwala house. And they're going to tell us a little bit about how it was back in 1939. And Trudel, why don't you start by telling me who lived in your house?
Bei uns im Haus war der Großvater Peter Schwenk, mein Vater Otto Stroh, Nina Stroh, meine Mutter und ich.
And Traddle, in deiner Haus?
In meinem Haus war mein Vater, das war der Jakob, meine Mutter war die Babette und meine älteste Schwester war die Luise und die zweitälteste war die Katharina und dann bin ich als Nachkömmling, als Kleiner.
Was ist Nachkömmling?
Am Ende so.
Wie sagt man?
The last of the children.
Okay.
Ja.
You're the last.
The chicken.
Yeah. Dieter is doing the interpreting, and he will interpret when he thinks it's necessary. Like this. Okay, Trudel, tell us a little bit about how life was like in the Kerwala house in 1939.
Also, wir haben eine sehr ideale Hausgemeinschaft gehabt, alle drei Familien. Sehr eng zusammen und freundschaftlich über auch unsere Eltern und Großeltern und auch wir, die Generation der Jüngeren, Traudl und ich, waren besonders eng beisammen, weil wir die Jüngsten waren und im Alter nicht weit entfernt. Ja,
Dieter, a little interpretation here.
Yes, they had a very harmonious house community, living together, very friendly. They had little fights, well, no fights at all.
No,
Shut up there.
Kann man eigentlich nicht sagen.
Okay, so Trudel was just telling me that they got along fine, but Traddle had said that one time when she was a teenager, she actually did, in fact, had a fight with Trudel about something.
Ja, mit mir, mit meiner Mutter, als die irgendwie Schwierigkeiten
Nein, also Schwierigkeiten weder mit der Trudel noch mit dem Otto oder mit der... du bist jetzt ruhig.
Du hast vorher gesagt zu Peter, deshalb sagt das.
Ja, nee. Und
This is the man from the Traddle. Mr. Wilshire. And me. Okay.
Habe ich ja gestern erzählt, dass wir einmal böse waren, einen Tag.
Ja, es ging um die Straßkehre, ne?
Straßkehre,
Ja,
also ich habe gestern nicht mehr gewusst,
Ja,
was
doch,
das
es
dann
ging um
ist.
Okay, so Dieter, warte mal, Dieter, jetzt.
They had once a fight about sweeping the chair, the street.
Okay.
Ja, und das war ein Tag, wo wir zwei böse waren, wo wir uns nicht angeguckt haben. Und das war schlimm. Ach,
war schlimm.
jeder ist da rum.
They were angry at each other for one whole day. It was a terrible time for both of them.
Ja. Jeder hat schräg geguckt, wenn wir aneinander vorbeigegangen sind. Soll er lachen, soll er was sagen? Also niemand hat was gesagt. Dann ist die Trudel.
Both of them didn't know how to react when they met.
Ja. Dann ist die Trudel bei uns die Treppe hochgekommen und hat sich in die Küche gesetzt. Ich war im Wohnzimmer und dann habe ich rausgeguckt.
The next day, Trudel came upstairs and sat down on a chair, and she looked from the room next to the kitchen
im Wohnzimmer rausgeguckt, ja. Und dann haben wir uns gegenseitig angeguckt und gelacht. Und dann war die Sache wieder okay. Alles wieder klar. Und da waren wir froh. Also, und das war bis jetzt also nie, dass wir was gehabt haben.
And after they had looked at each other for some time, both of them started laughing, and this was the only fight they ever had.
Okay. And now today she's visiting Trudel on her 70th birthday, right? Her best friend. Tell us something else about how life was in...
Wir haben zusammen gespielt, haben
Kirche gespielt.
Kirche gespielt und haben Veilchen gepflückt im Wingert und haben Puppen gespielt und unsere Freunde.
Well, they were usually playing together, but I remember that when there came a dog, Trudel mostly hid behind Trudel, who was much bigger.
Ja, das war die Walter.
Die Walter. Oh,
Okay. That's
sorry.
okay.
Weißt du, das mit der Walter?
Ich hab gedacht, sie wär's.
Wenn der Hof irgendwann neu sind und da ist ein Hund auf uns zugekommen, habe ich mich so in der Walter gesteckt.
Das weiß ich nicht.
Das war die Walter vom Theaterhaus.
Ja. Ja, also die Walter, die war nie bei uns. Also die haben wir überhaupt nicht bei uns brauchen. Nicht.
Nein.
Nee, die war irgendwie, ja.
Traudel war irgendwie meine Schwester. Meine Schwester. Wir waren sehr, sehr nah beisammen. Haben eigentlich war immer in Freundschaft.
So there were 3 houses there, and Trudel lived in the first house, and who was the people in the second house again? Louise?
Louis, der Franz, mit dem Vater Matt, und die beiden Kinder, Katrin und Walter.
And in the third house is where Trudel lived, with Vater Matt, who is the person in the painting in the foyer at the house with the long beard. Yes. And Vater Matt also was the person who had all the animals in the...
No, Jakob. Jakob war der Vater von der Trudel.
Yeah, right. That's true. I'm sorry. Vater Matt was in house number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. House number 3 was Jakob, who had all the animals. A horse, 2 cows, a goat, a dog, and a calf. Right? Okay, it's another story.
Traudel wollte einmal bei uns schlafen, im Haus. Und alles war gut und Traudel lag bei meiner Mutter und bei mir im Bett, oder bei mir im Bett natürlich. Und irgendwann dann einmal hat die Traudel gesagt, ich muss nach Hause. Und meine Mutter hat gesagt, warum musst du nach Hause, Traudel? Und da hat sie gesagt, mein Vater muss erst meiner Mutter noch was sagen. Deshalb muss ich nach Hause.
Will you shut it off for a short? Well, one day, Trudel wanted to sleep in Trudel's house. And before they fell asleep, she said, "Oh, Trudel, I have to go home again. Daddy has to tell Mama something."
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
Ja, das was important. Das war wichtige Sache, ja.
Explain how you use the system for the well, for the water in the toilets.
Ja, no water. Da war kein Wasser. Da gab es kein Wasser bei uns in der Toilette.
Nee.
Nah, but water for the sink in the house. Where did you get the water? Inside.
Ja, Traudel war schon die Wasserleitung.
Wasserleitung, die 28 Jahre gelegt war.
Traudel ist welches
Doch,
nicht, aber bei uns war es in der Küche nicht so.
Doch, wir haben doch Wasserleitung in der Küche.
Ja, aber erst später.
Nee, Wasserleitung habt ihr mehr. Sie auch gehabt?
Ah ja, haben wir Wasserleitung.
Ja, natürlich haben wir Wasserleitung gehabt.
Aber in der Küche lag es erst, da lag es nicht, wir haben es rausgeholt.
Ja, aber wenn man aus dem FH-Grund war ja euer Küche bei für der Schwenkseil Schlafzimmer.
Ja, wo
dann
war
habt ihr sie
das?
später.
Ah ja, das war dann
das
im Wohnzimmer drin
Genau.
von vornherein. Ja, richtig. Ja, richtig. Ja.
Peter, what was that?
Well, they both didn't, they first couldn't agree if they had already in 39 water installation, that's right?
Yeah.
Pipe for water. And finally they agreed that they had already.
Weil das Wasser nicht in der Küche lag bei uns, deshalb war es mir nicht ganz klar. Die Wasserleitung lag in einem anderen Raum, als es später war. Also weil da das Zimmer vom Großvater noch war, wo später die Küche war. Und das Wasser für die Wasserinstallation. Ja.
Turtle, in your house, did grandfather Peter Schwank have his own bedroom?
Ja, ja.
And you and, and how
Meine
about your mother and
Eltern
father?
haben im Obergeschoss geschlafen.
They had also a bedroom.
Ja.
And you?
Ich auch, habe auch ein Zimmer gehabt.
3 bedrooms.
Ja, zwei Schlafzimmer. Meine Eltern und meins waren im Obergeschoss und vom Großvater im Untergeschoss. Und unsere Treppe nach oben ging außen. Musste außen aufgehen.
Genau. Wenn es kalt war, mussten wir mit dem
Okay. Dieter, she's saying what? That she, in order to get upstairs, she had to walk outside?
Yeah, the stairs
To get
ran
upstairs.
outside of the house.
To get to to whose bedroom upstairs?
Ja,
Who was that? Your mother and father's?
ja. Und meine.
So you had 3 bedrooms then?
Ja, richtig, im Haus, ja.
And then you had living room downstairs
Ja,
and a kitchen,
ja.
and the toilet was outside.
Toilette war außerhalb.
Okay. And then Traudel, was it, how many bedrooms in her house?
Traudel haben ein Schlafzimmer und ein großes Wohnzimmer gehabt.
ja. Und die Küche?
Und die Küche.
Ja.
Die ist auch benutzt worden für einen Friseursalon.
Nee, die Küche nicht, das war ja dann das Wohnzimmer.
Ah ja,
Ja, im
richtig,
Wohnzimmer hat
richtig,
dann mein
ja.
Vater dann rasiert und die
Ja,
Haarschnitte.
Ja. Traudels Vater war
Friseur.
Friseur und hat Kundschaft mit Kundschaft.
Barbier, so ein Dorfbarbier.
Yeah, Dieter explained that. I don't know.
Yeah, Trotter's father had a barber shop, and his customers came to his living room to have their hair cut.
Das war sehr nett immer, wenn die Leute gekommen
Die
sind
Männer,
und
ja.
viel Unterhaltung und Neuigkeiten erzählt. Und,
Was that just for men, a men's barber place?
ja,
No women?
ja, nur für Männer.
Ja.
And they liked it because there was much entertainment and gossip, and news were exchanged.
Who was the person who I think was a relative of Troudel's, who lived in America, and he had died, and my father had gone to the, I guess, made all the financial arrangements for the estate for Troudel's family.
Vater und
What was his name?
Das war der Josef Seikel, oder?
Georg Seikel.
Georg Seikel.
Georg Seikel.
Ja, und das
Georg Seikel war ein Verwandter von deinem Großvater.
Ein Großvater vom Großvater
Von seiner Frau.
Ja.
Ein Cousin von
Nee, ein Bruder war das. Zweite Onkel. Ja, das war der Bruder zu der Großmutter.
Zu der Seikel.
Ja, zu der Seikel. Das war der Maria Seikel und der Georg Seikel.
Ja, ich sag's erst einmal.
Ja.
Can you say it in English?
Maybe I can say it. Wie hieß das?
Georg Seikel.
Georg Seikel war der Bruder von der Frau vom Vetter Matt.
Okay.
Und hat seiner Frau, ja,
Ja.
vom Vetter Matt, seiner Frau. Und er hat in New York gelebt. Und der Onkel auch.
But wait a minute, Federmat is not related to Troudel. Federmat's in house number 2.
Ja, Vetter Matt war ihr
Vetter Matt war mein
Großvater.
Großvater, ja.
Vetter Matt war Traudels Großvater.
Oh, okay. So Federmat's wife's brother had moved to New York.
Ja,
And so when my father went to Germany,
ja.
he already knew that he was living there.
Ja.
That's right. So my father had a friend to visit, correct?
Ja.
In addition to his own aunt.
Ja, und
Tante.
der Onkel August hat auch die Erbschaft geregelt mit dem Anwalt vom Georg Seigel und hat die Erbschaft nach dem Krieg den beiden Geschwistern übergeben. Er hat eine Vollmacht gehabt und hat die Erbschaft überbracht, eine goldene Uhr vom Georg Seigel.
Ja.
Yeah, yeah,
Ja, und
yeah.
Geld.
Ja,
Yeah.
Geld auch.
Geld
Ja.
auch.
Ja.
Leda, would you interpret that?
Aber Dänisch war nicht mehr viel.
His heritage was distributed after the war to his
Onkel.
grandchildren or what?
No, nicht der Neffen war das.
Niece.
Ja,
Ja,
Tante, nee, deine Eltern,
Meine
dein
Eltern,
Vater und die Tante
und die Tante
Louise.
Louise
War
waren
die
Neffe.
nicht nur
Ja,
Neffen,
ja.
war nicht nur
Yeah,
Neffen.
but didn't you mention what kind of work he did in America? Did you
Weißt
say
du, was
that?
der vom Beruf gehabt hat?
Nee,
War der nicht auch Friseur?
nee.
Nicht Friseur? Ist mir nicht.
Nee, der Onkel ging nicht. Nee, das war schon.
Traudel, your sister gave me, Katrina showed me the watch that,
Die Uhr, ja.
the Uhr.
Ja.
Die Uhr hat, glaube ich,
My father had sent the clock.
Die Tante.
Nein, die Uhr hat
Die-
der
Onkel.
Fritz gekriegt. Der Onkel
Fritz?
Eisen.
Ah ja.
Fritz, ja.
Die Uhr
Ja.
hat, sagt die Traudel, ein Cousin von ihr bekommen, ein Bruder von ihrem Vater, ein anderer Bruder vom Jakob.
Another brother?
Ja, die haben
Who
nur-
lived in Germany?
Ja, der aber nicht im Haus gelebt.
Yeah.
Und weil er der Älteste war vielleicht.
But when I was in Germany,
Warum hat Tante Eiche nicht
Das weiß ich nicht, warum. Aus dem einfachen Grund wahrscheinlich, weil das der einzigste Sohn war. Die anderen waren ja alles Mädchen.
Ach so, ja.
Mensch, das kann
Ja.
ich
Vielleicht aus dem Grund sagt die Traudel, hat der Cousin Fritz die Uhr bekommen, weil er der einzige männliche Nachkomme
Ja.
war in der Familie. Das andere waren alles Mädchen.
yeah, but when I was visiting in Germany last time with your sister,
Katrin?
Katrina,
Ja, die hat-
Katrina has this watch now.
Ja?
Yes, she showed it to me.
Unser Katrin.
Yes.
Gabriel? Oder die
Yes.
Luise Katrine?
Dann vielleicht, also das mit der Uhr, ich habe jetzt tatsächlich gemeint, dass der Fritz die Uhr...
What is Katrina's husband's name?
Rudolf.
Rudolph. Yes, I was at Rudolph and Katrina's house, and they went upstairs, got me the watch, showed it to me, and it still works.
Ja, das ist ja was ganz Neues. Was ich
Oh, well, it's not important. It's not an important issue.
ja, aber es ist interessant.
Ja.
Important
Also ich
for
habe
us.
gemeint,
Yeah, they have
Talk about the 5 men that lived in the house, Trudel. Tell me how they got along.
Yeah, they got along very, very good. I never heard about any discussion,
Yeah?
and no fighting at all.
Mhm.
They get along very, very good. Yeah, I've never heard anything about there was trouble. War niemals
Trouble, nee, das
Schwierigkeiten.
Trouble habe ich jetzt
War
auch
niemals
verstanden.
Schwierigkeiten,
Nee.
nein. Nie. Even the women never had a fight together. That seems to me important because women
Yeah.
have more discussion and fightings, but no serious fighting or discussion at all.
So Trudel just said that back in those days, in 1939, all Trudel and Traudel and all their sisters were born in the house in Kerala with a midwife. There was no doctor, no hospital, right?
Yeah, richtig.
And we said that Traudel's father died from a stomach ailment during the war. He was 51 years old. So we're at the castle at Hamburg. This is where they're going to have a theater. That's going to be the stage. And it overlooks the town of Hummelberg, down there. And today is 16th of June. The beer garden at the entrance. From the castle.
Now we're in Fulka. This house is built in 1719. I don't know where you saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I had that now. That's the main altar. And then the side altars are very elaborate. There's 4 of them. You know. And then a pulpit that has no way to get to it. At least today. Let's see, I'm in Killala, and we just left the restaurant where we had some food after Oscar's burial. And I'm looking up at Neugasse, which is the street that Oscar lived, right near the street where the Schwenk House is. And there's the steeple.
Next, yeah.
I'm just interested in all these roof lines in this one spot. Here's another spot. This building was made in 1585.
Repariert in 1984.
And my interpreter is... Yeah, Annemie Moss is my interpreter. Interesting. That's a nice shot. The church behind Kirwala House. And right across the street, it's an older house. Number 14.
Das must be old too.
Yeah. We were looking at Oscar's old house. Number 20. Oscar's grave. That's the castle there to the right. We're about to begin Mass, 8:30. The fire department, the volunteer fire department, having their annual fest. It started last night. There's not too many people watching from the streets.
Meinen besonderen Dank gilt Herrn Stadtpfarrer Josef Treulein. Er ist auch ein Feuerwehrmann. Wenn es brennt, wird er gebracht. Auch die Küste, den Ministranten, den Organisten, für die Vorarbeit, für die Messe heute bedanke ich mich recht herzlich. Besonders
schöne Rechenbildmeister im Sinne mit seinen Kreis- und Stadtratskollegen und Kollegen. Unsere Baden werden aus früher Gemüten mit seinen Farbenabdrücken.
Eines Salz und euer Fest, damit ihr in Dankbarkeit und Freude gebrauche, was durch die Kräfte der Natur und die Mühe des Menschen gewachsen ist.
Now from here they're going to breakfast and some early drinking. That's 1947, right after World War II. Looks about 1930 in reality. Old pump, hand pump. And a portable ladder.
swim that good. Oh, it's your turn.
Das heißt, nicht stillstehen bleiben, sondern bewegen. Ja.
Das mit Großvater und
Papi. Das ist Papi. And her friends.
Ja. Das war gestern ganz schön leer.
Ja, gut, Soldaten. Wird erst mal ausgenommen, dann machen wir das Ganze nochmal.
Ja, also. Bestimmt in 3 Jahren hat sie mit Watte
Weiter.
with at Tina's kindergarten.
Das ist so. Das ist auseinandergegangen.
Ganz kleine, und dann, also seine Brüder hat schon ja, haben sie leider.
At Andreas's house. He's working upstairs. This is the top floor. That's going to be his bathroom. And this is the stairway that comes up into this hall. This is a bedroom in here with a nice skylight above. And I'm in a bedroom that has a door that goes out to a balcony. And this is going to be his master bedroom here. They all have the skylights. Okay, here we are. Andreas.
Peter.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Komm rein.
Okay.
This is going to be a little kitchen for a separate room
Uh-huh.
in the cellar.
Okay.
This is going to be the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Okay. Bathroom off the kitchen. This area is going to be able to be rented out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is going to be the living room,
Uh-huh.
or the rented room, or Werkstatt.
Or a place to work
Place to
for
work.
you?
For me.
I see.
Let's see what you...
It'll either be your place of business or
Mhm.
something you rent out. Okay, that's
This is going to be a cold cellar
I see.
for potatoes
Mhm.
and what else?
Are you going to keep it a dirt floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without floor.
No floor.
Or just
Look at the heavy beams in this.
stones.
Right. Okay.
And this, here comes the heating.
Okay. This whole area is for the mechanical equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go upstairs to the second floor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're upstairs. This.
This will be a working area for the housewife.
Okay. Not the kitchen.
Not the kitchen.
In other words, they're like a sewing room or whatever.
Ja, Arbeitszimmer.
Arbeitszimmer.
For ironing and
Ironing, okay.
Ironing,
Utility
washing
room.
maybe.
What we call a utility room.
utility room, genau.
It's the bathroom.
This is a small bathroom.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the door to go outside in the garden.
Oh, okay. It'll be walk out to. It's going to be the house is on a slope, so that's going to be a walk-out door. Okay.
And this will be the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Here the place to work.
Right.
This area where you can eat.
Uh-huh.
This
Okay.
little door is for a separate oven.
Right. It's going to be an oven that's accessible from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. And then,
This is the living room.
okay. Nice size. Yeah, living room. And the door outside to the
Porch.
porch, yeah. Mm,
So this is
very nice. And the view, this is what you will be looking at from the porch. And then this is a terrace in the back. He's going to have that all terraced. And then on top is the porch from the third floor also. Now we're going up to the third floor, right?
Yep.
Where I first met you when you were working.
This will be the bathroom.
It's a large bathroom.
Large bathroom for the whole house for my area.
Yes. That'll service 2 floors.
Yep.
Plus you have a half bath down below, a small one, yeah. And this is a petition you're putting up between this bedroom and that bathroom. Mm-hmm. Okay.
This 2 small rooms
Mm-hmm.
for the children.
Right. This is a second small room.
This bedroom for me and Tina.
This is the master bedroom.
And again,
Another porch. There's a homemade hoist here to bring up his supplies.
yeah.
So that's a really nice porch here. So we're up even higher now.
Yeah. Have a better view.
Yeah, beautiful view. This is Martina's mother. Martina's grandmother. Oh yeah, sure. This house here is Martina's mother's house, right there. And they owned this property and had given it to Andreas and Martina.
Ich habe niemand was gesagt, hat niemand gewusst, außer wenn die Ihnen gekommen sind, mein Geburtstag. Und meine
Oh, war schön. Das war schön. Das war schön, das glaube ich. Das war einfach billig geworden.
Ja, ich hole die Antenna nachher ab im Kindergarten. In daheim. Die Martina muss arbeiten. Ich muss arbeiten, ja.
Ist die Knie gerade in Brille jetzt, oder?
Bitte?
Ist gar nicht lang.
Nee. Nein, aber ich gebe dir sagen, sie soll ja bei der Martina.
Ab und zu hole ich bei der Martina.
Hol sie bei der Martina.
Every window's got a nice view. This is the neighbors across the street.
Aha, und da zum Hinsetzen da.
Ja.
Die Bank.
Looking down over the town. You got some chickens down there.
Da von Jonas stehen noch du.
Ja.
Da waren so eine Hohe.
Across the street.
Da waren so eine Runde.
This tank is for storage of rainwater, and they use that for the toilets. Okay, here comes Atina. There's Atina riding the bicycle. This Fahrrad. Atina, was heißt das Fahrrad in English? Was heißt das Fahrrad in English? Bike? Bike, right. That's right. This is Denny, Turtle's dog. He's not always very friendly. Here comes Atina. Be careful. Oh, let me see your face, Atina. Where's your face? Oh, what are you doing? Was machst du?
Gib halt Antwort, wenn du...
Ich bin ein was, Mann? Oh, Video Man. Video Man, okay. There's a nice looking cherry.
Sag mal, wie du es kannst, wie geht es dir?
Ja, geht's ganz schlecht.
Sag's mal auf Englisch. Sag's mal auf Englisch.
Sag ich nicht.
Can you say how do you do?
How do you do?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Andreas, take a look here. That tree's up, that ladder's up there a ways. That's a long way for a little girl to be up in the tree. Tons of cherries.
Wer hat denn ein Ast abgereißt? Ist es geblutet? Was tut es, Onkel Peter?
Was? Was ist los?
Da oben blutet schon an. Guck mal, Pop. Die Augen.
Let's see, Tina wanted to know if I had torn a branch off because it got all bloody. I didn't understand her, so I did not answer her.
Es ist halt schon was, wieder wenn ich noch nicht da bin, wenn ich noch hungrig seid. Ich muss jetzt mit Danny gehen, gell? Peter, hallo. Er ist schon wieder rein ins Häuschen.
Well, today is the opening of the Kehrwaller Wine Fest. This is the Weingut Spieß. This is where Ginny and I came one time. And this is the bishop's home.
Die älteste Schwester zu der Mutter
Ja, was auch für alle
haben eine befehlende Verpflichtung, hier zu sein. Früher wurden hier im Kehrwaller gerade Fürstbischof des Oberamtssitz, die Bischöfe, denen wurde zu huldig. Aber heute hat der Staat eine so große Stellung in unserer Welt, dass sie sogar den Bischof übertreffen und deswegen damals sind wirklich ein großer...
Für dich, ein kleines
allein. Jedes Wort, es soll dir sagen. Ich hab dich lieb, nur dich allein. Ich sing ein Lied für dich, wenn hell der Himmel lag. La, 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 la. Jeden Tag sing ich es auch neu, wenn die Jahre laufen vergehen, steht Licht für die. Lieber Freund in der Pfalz, durch das ganze orgeltrockener Hals. Lecker, kein Trinker, der Wein schmeckt gut zum Schinken. Jetzt auch wenn du das Helfer, das spielt für die alte Fest. Und gehen wir auf die Kerbe, da gibt's auch manchmal Scherbe. Der Leib gedacht ist in die Bildung jeder Melodie. Und ganz im Kirchenstroh singt man auf die Stroh. In der Pfalz geht der Vater mit der Pfeife in die Käst. In der Pfalz, dort singt jedes junge Mädel wie er lässt. Und mein Wein, lieber Freund, in der Pfalz durch das ganze orgeltrockener Hals.
Stunde bereit, damit er auf die Luft ankommt. Ja, so, danke Ihnen.
Wie zum Beispiel das WM-Studio am Samstag und die Live-Übertragung von RTL 2 am Sonntag bei der Landjugend in Wedelhof.
Nochmal alles Gute für die Zukunft und weiterhin. Herzlichen Dank, Herr Dr. Stief, seid also auch hier, bitte herzlichen Dank für die gemacht. Und wir machen dann weiter, dann Kapitelspiel und weiter.
Okay, now we're down in the cellar of the bishop's home, and this is built in the year around 1600. And back in those times, you had to give a certain percentage of your wine to the bishop. And this is where it went. Now they're making wine, as you can see.
Und da war jetzt bei uns, zwischendurch guckt nächste Woche noch mehr Verwandte, treffen sich alle und dann guckt noch der Enkel nächste Woche und noch ist mich Sohn und Hockenheim in Wolfsdorf und 4. August geht es wieder zurück. Luise, du kannst perfekt Deutsch gekannt, war als Kind in Ferien immer da gewesen.
Okay, this is the schoolhouse that Dad went to, August Schwank, and Lena, the whole family, and including Annalie. She went there also.
Let's see, this is the year I guess the schoolhouse was built, 1714. This hydrangea is in a relatively small pot right behind the school. Let's see, we're in the building right next to the school, and they're setting up to have cake. And all the cakes are homemade. We just had cake there, and this is the new school, and actually this school here is now the Rathaus. That's the town hall where Dad used to go to school, and Unnerley. That's a nice shot right here. Carewaller. Okay, one more shot. And you can see it now, but that's the Rathaus. Okay, we're in we're in Maikammer.
Martin.
That's right, we're in St. Martin. With Rip and Butter. Oh, hello. This is the Nama.
Struppy.
What?
Struppy.
Struppy. Oh. Yeah. And this is where we're going to eat on July 4th.
That's right.
Independence Day. Okay. Okay. Today we're at the Winzerhof Hotel Restaurant in Maikammer with Tante Lotta. Hello, Tante Lotta. Yeah. And Rupp. Hello. Yeah. And Marga and Klaus. Yeah. We had a very nice time. Yeah.
Very good.
Yes. As we're leaving the restaurant,
Wenn Sie noch 2 Meter zurückfahren, dann stelle ich mich vorne dran, weil Sie bleiben länger, habe ich gerade gehört.
yeah, restaurant right there. That's got
I think it's an Ox again.
yeah, it is. Yeah. Gründebaum.
Because this is a butcher's shop.
Oh, that is a butcher shop.
Yeah.
This is all Maikammer.
Oh, St. Martin.
St. Martin. Why am I? Okay, everything I've said up to this point has all been St. Martin. St. Martin. Okay, still St. Martin. Ever since we left Lutter's house. Okay, now we're in the town of Frankeneck, and I'm with Klaus, and this is the house that he lived in from 1942 till about 1945. Is that correct? During World War II, when they were bombed out of Ludwigshafen. And the number here is number 1. That's easy to find. Okay, and this is Klaus. A little older now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was about that high.
Okay, Klaus has a little story to tell right across the street here regarding this this house right behind him. Okay, Klaus.
Yes, in 45 the Americans arrived through this valley here, and they occupied this building in there, and in that behind these big gates, they used to cook their meals. And when they had finished, all the little children would run up to that place and try and collect what was left, like pancake stuff and potatoes and everything. And we enjoyed that a lot.
How long were the Americans here, would you say? Do you recall?
Here, perhaps for 5 or 6 months, and then they would move on to Neustadt, Ludwigshafen, and so on. And this village was not important anymore.
Okay. And this now Klaus is recalling something else here about this house.
Rolf, my mother and I were living in the 2 front rooms there. There was also another family living at the end of this building and a third family upstairs. And when the Americans came, one day they decided they would want our bedroom there, that room on the other side. And during that time, perhaps 2 or 3 weeks, another lady at the back of this building, she allowed us to sleep with her children, but there were already 4 or 5, so it was quite full there for some time, but we enjoyed it. At that time it was really filthy dirt because there were these paper mills and they really made the water dirty.
Yeah, this is called Speyerbach. It goes from here to Speyer. And Klaus is saying that back in the old days, since they had the mills, paper mills on the creek, the water was quite a bit dirtier, but now it's nice and clean. And it's pretty swift also.
Yes.
Now we're going to get some coffee and cake or whatever. And there's Marga. Hello.
Hallo. Gehst du mal ein bisschen vorne weg? Oh, je bist schon eingetreten?
And here we are. We're leaving the home of Lutta and Rupp, Klaus's mom and stepfather. And we're coming back with Tony, with the bicycle, hopefully. Okay, now it's evening, and Gerhard and Elizabeth and Annalie are involved in the Christian Democratic Party, where they're having purely a social event. And Gerhard is in charge of the cooking of all the meats. So that's what we're taking a picture of right now. We had bratwurst and steak.
Steigt schnell in den Kopf.
Nein, Fußballgruppe.
And Annalie was in charge of serving all the food and collecting the money. Oh, you can't get away. And this is the bar set up for beer and wine. And up here is it's supposed to be the football game between Germany and Croatia. It starts at 9 o'clock. That's in a few minutes, and I intend to leave and go home and watch the game with Willie.
Bauch rein, Brust raus.
There we go. Rita and Wolfgang. Aha, he's smoking up. And we have to take a special picture of this iced coffee. This iced coffee. Yeah. That's after she mixed it all up. Right.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Iced coffee.
I'm having one tomorrow, right, Erica? Morgan? Tony? Tony and me? Yeah.
Tony and Peter.
Okay.
Tomorrow, yes. A big glass.
Right. Good. Okay, we got Tony and Erica. And this is Chancellor Kohl's house in Ogersheim. And Erica was just telling me that President Bush had been here twice with Barbara. there. Here's a picture right behind the house. Well, it's okay. It's nice back here. We can take a bicycle ride. Okay, today we are at Susie Cupp's dormitory, Wandau University, with her mother, with her proud mother. And this is the bedroom. That's Tony. Desk. Bookcase. And homemade cactus plant with Christmas lights. TV. It's nice. And this is her, she puts her fine glasses there, wine glasses. And this sign here, Children at Play, I think was bought at Sneed's in Dunkirk, Maryland. And we have the mother cleaning up, so it looks good in the video. Into the bathroom, toilet. And that's a little refrigerator. See? Everything's nice. Yep, food. But she can eat at the university for how much a day, Susie?
3 marks. 3 marks. Yeah, it's about.
For each, for one meal, for the whole day?
Yeah.
Breakfast?
No, for the lunch.
For lunch, 3 marks.
With everything, it's with salad and warm meal and.
Yeah, so we're talking a little over $1.50.
Wie teuer ist denn da Essen an der Uni? Warmes Essen. Warte mal, Markus,
Yes, that's cheap. It's good. This is outside, of course, and there's these are typical of what the dormitories look like. And we just came for hours up here. This is a fire escape, of course. This is not the normal way to come down. And this is the way Susie would normally go by bike or to walk. It takes about 10 minutes to walk to the school. And there's Susie. We were going to follow her. It's raining a little bit today, so instead of walking, we're driving. That's her car. Driving towards the university. This is Susie's place where she trains other kids how to dance. Okay, we're at the Hamburg Castle. Okay, we're in the town of Hagenow, and we just ate lunch here. Barbarossa, I guess it's called. It was very good. And we'd left Muschweiler with no luck, and we're on our way back to Hambach. We may stop on the German Weinstrasse on the way. Just a little more of the town. Susie's tired. She's going to a graduation party tonight, right?
I was going.
Yeah.
It's going.
So she's going to take pictures.
Yes.
Just tell God I said hey, that's all.
Okay. Well, he knows that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't mind.
this looks so good.
Wonderful.
Marvelous.
Well, you did a very good job in getting it ready an hour early. Yeah?
Yeah. Very good. Elizabeth.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, or you can
It's
say,
good. Yeah? It's good.
over the lips and through the gums, look out, honey, here it comes.
That's what I was saying. We should have something a little more sophisticated now. Yeah.
Hello.
Without being like this, meal wouldn't be possible.
Okay, now I have everybody.
Yeah. Georg Koch lives with his family in New Jersey. Jakob Koch, born 1863, a hairdresser, went to the United States between 1880.
Okay, we're in St. Martin at a wine fest. Okay. Yeah, there you are.
Put up there and then
Okay, now what do we do, Honoree?
You have to start up there and get the whole
The picture, okay.
and then you come to the people.
I see. Are you the people?
I'm the people.
And your son is the people also?
No, I'm the person. And there's a nice view behind me if you really want to see it.
Okay, here we go. This is the whole thing. The St. Martin Wine Fest. Now we're looking at St. Martin here. And this town there is Mycomma, and over there is Kilwell. It's a very cloudy day, overcast, so it's not very clear.
Windy and cold.
Windy and cold, she says. Well, I'm taking this from a different spot now. This is Mycomma right here, right? That's the center of Mycomma again. And this is Kilweiler.
Ist hier der Baum nicht davor? Hier ist besser.
Yeah, okay, well, the tree's in the way, but we're okay. And just about straight here is Speyer, and about over there is Heidelberg. And right there is Honoree,
And I didn't give you
Armin,
any directions.
and Trudel.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah, Chris and Tony, Kristen,
Another one.
and Matthias back there, right. And Matthias' mother. Okay.
Und hier das Panorama.
Panoramic. You look through.
Papa macht nichts. Abgefüllt, das ist die Größe dann. Ja. Oder wenn man viele kleines.
And this was a cloister, that is. Date, 1887.
Genau, ich meine, das ist ja alle altes Hof. Ja, schon sagt.
Okay, and this is where we were.
Boy, it looked a whole lot higher from up there.
Sure did, and that's where we had the wine fest. Here we have two very interested people that are meditating the history of this town. Two philosophers. Yeah, I think philosophers for sure. Yeah, deep study. Yeah, that's it. This is a scene from the Garden of Gethsemane. In fact. And here, of course, is Jesus praying, and the apostles are asleep. And we got Roman soldiers standing around. It's not going to work. There we go. And there are some tourists. A little bit of camera here, Tony. That's the spire.
One Chinese person.
One last look at the Spire Dome and tourists. Okay, someplace here in this building is theoretically where a bishop either lived before or lives now. Okay, we are now in Kirwala, and we're looking at the chapel at the gravesite, and the door was made by Jacob Koch, who is my great-grandfather, and Tony and Kristen's great-great-great-great-grandfather. This is the cemetery. We're looking in at the chapel at the gravesite. And this organ in this chapel was manufactured by Willie's grandfather, Uncle Willie. We're going to get out of the way. You're right in the way.
Oh, Joseph. Go around. I was talking about. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wie lange ist der Mutter tot?
This is my grandfather's sister Caroline Cameron. Married Joseph Cameron, Uncle Willie's father. Joseph died in World War I. And this area is where Peter Schwenk used to be and Barbara Schwenk. They moved it just about a year ago. And right there was Ahea Schwenk, my great-grandfather. This is Gertrude's father.
When did he die?
This is Trudel's mother and father. Lena's to the left, and Otto was in Russia, and his remains were never found.
Very young, 41.
So that's a memory. Kirwala House, the Kirwala Kirche, and right below that is the house that we're going to be looking at.
Be a fig tree, right, Peter?
I don't know.
I think so.
Is this a fig tree? Let's see. This is the grave site that used to be Wolfgang Koch, who made the gate for the cemetery. There we go. That's the house. This is the road where Uncle Willie lived, and Gertrude also. Here, this is what?
There was the kitchen.
Yep.
Dining room.
Dining room.
Living room after the store was closed.
Yeah.
And upstairs we had 2 bedrooms and a small
There's one window?
entrance.
One window?
One window, yeah.
And over here? What is this?
Here was a big window. It was the living room.
Oh, okay.
Later.
And it's been changed since they no longer have the store.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the house. This house here is Emil Klump's house.
Which is?
The one to the right of where the grapevines are hanging.
Okay.
Emil Klump. He was born there.
Okay.
Right in this area is where Trudel said that during World War II they went as a bomb shelter. And this is part of the church. You can see. I'm towards the front of the church, looking towards the back, and that's the Kehrweiler house right there.
Peter, it tastes like
Hello, it's me Annette and I'm talking here in Hamburg. We are sitting in a restaurant named Fassdaube. That means long ago, Fass is a barrel, and when you look up there it looks like you're sitting in a barrel. And here we're sitting in this little spot. That's where the food was for the cows, and we're sitting here, just right place for us. And here's Aunt Trudel and Tony and Christy and what's her name? Kristen and Chris. And my mother Annelie and Uncle Pete and Hanneli and my grandmother Elizabeth.
Christopher.
And we have very good soup here, fish soup, garlic soup and whatever. And later we have meat and special Palatinate meals. And we have lots of fun. Hello everybody. Now it's me again. Here's the rest of the part of the restaurant. You see up there all looks like a big barrel. Now I'm here forward. The female boss here was a wine princess some years ago, and here are the photos of it. Okay, wave.
Hello, you have. At the outside is gun sharing.
This is Kristen.
Tony's having a glass of wine.
Wait, let's do a close-up of Peter.
Verabschiedung. Geht in Rente. Da muss er hin. Er kann euch mal übersetzen. She's not going to let you have
He gets to sit on his nose.
Hey, that's enough. Don't use up all my battery.
Okay, that's it. Wait till we get our food. Kristen,
Da ist es am Ungar und dann gleich sie nach Kehrweiler.
Okay.
And this is the restaurant we just left. We were trying to leave anyway. All we're missing is Honoré.
Mine is more olive oil. You order a sandwich.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're in Basel. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and we just checked out of the hotel. We rented bikes, and this is the Rhine River, and I'm looking now at the old town of Basel. That's where we're headed next. And after that, we're coming back across one of these bridges, probably that one right there. And we're going to go along the river path, like right here, by bike, all the way down to the corner of Switzerland, France, and Germany. And there we're going to have lunch and come on back. About every 75 feet there's a place to park bicycles.
Der kennt sich aus in solchen Dingen. Lieber Herr, es ist mein Bitte.
Well, we're riding by bike along the river, the Rhine over here. And Tony got way ahead of me here someplace. He's sitting down. I'm not sure how interested he is in all this, but I think it's really neat. It's a great town. Our goal is to get up to the Swiss, German, and French border and have lunch. Okay, this is the corner. Oops. This is the corner. To the left is France, and to the right is the, I guess they call that the Swiss Rhine River, and I'm assuming that empties into the Rhine. And then further down over there is Germany. Okay, we're having lunch. Still in Basel. That's what it looks like. And over here we have a little bit of entertainment. We're playing the same thing over and over again now. 10 seconds. Okay, this is the cathedral in Basel. I see some people up there. Looks like you can get up to the top somehow. Beautiful day. Let's see, we're in the church tower. You can get to the outside of it. This was a Catholic church, and after the Reformation, it's now Protestant. Looking down at the Rhine from another direction. We're looking north, I believe now. At least north is up that way. We're on the outside looking into the bell. The bell has a clock, which I'm going to take a picture of on the way down. It's got cables that go up to ring it, and it should be ringing in a few minutes. Let's see, Tony had just discovered that we could go up another level. We're quite high now, as you can see. And the other tower is right next to us. And I was wrong before. The river is flowing towards us, so that means we're looking south. Not that anybody really cares. View of the town. This is the part of the church, I guess it's being renovated right here. Couldn't get into this part. Little lines on around like that. Now we're at the very highest level at 3:30. Church there. Let's see, Tony and I took the bike ride on the right side of this of the Rhine, and we went all the way up around the corner, and further up there's more industry. There's quite a bit of some chemical factories and storage for oil, petroleum products. And you can barely see the mountains in the distance. Here's our descent down. All the way like this. Parts of it are totally dark.
going down to the next level. Is it all clear? It's like just one way. If you hear people, well,
No, I think we can make it to the next level.
let's go. Yeah, it's dark in here. I'm not claustrophobic, are you? Are you? Yeah. Now the bell is located well below the top. And engraved on the bell is actually a inlay of the church itself. Looks like it was made, I'm assuming it was made in Zurich. What that says. It's not going to rain for another 6 minutes, but I'm not going to wait for that. It's all structured in wood inside. Just to give an idea how thick the walls are to this window. There's Tony. Well, here's the mechanism that runs the bell, the clock. It's made in 1883. I was disappointed. I thought maybe it was older than that. There's the time. In about 4 minutes, it's going to go off. Then it'll be 4 o'clock. So we'll leave. Well, Tony talked me into staying until 4 o'clock, which I think is a good idea. I'm wondering whether there's a bell in the other tower also, but we shall see. From here, they have this cable right there. A cable that goes up all the way to the bell. And then on the other side, there's also a cable. Goes up. The cable right there. So there's only 2 cables, as far as I can see. The bell hasn't gone off yet.
Yeah, it is. Can you hear it right now?
It's 4 o'clock. It wasn't too impressive.
Maybe if we were up at the bell, it would have been.
Yeah. Well, I never heard the bell. So Jacob, Muda, I'm disappointed in you. Well, Tony and I are just leaving the Hotel Weststein, and couldn't we just take a picture here of this lady and a little Westie? There's a lot of Westies in the area. So, yeah. Okay, that's okay. No problem. Actually, this is a hotel right next door. But I'm taking this for my cousin Trudel and Ginny, since they're lovers of Westies. Not a great looking Westie, but not bad. Okay, today we're in Lucerne. We just rented bikes and we're looking over the Lucerne Lake. And there's some mountains. That's the old walking bridge. It's been in existence for many years. This is the old part of town. And then looking down this way. I think these things are called spikes that
Somehow or the other, they control the water that goes right in here. The height of the water. We got a lot of footbridges across. Yeah. Tony would like to take a swim.
Nein. Das ist super.
We're on the footbridge now, the wooden footbridge, and they've got all these, every cross beam has these really nice paintings. And so forth. There's tons of them. A lot of Easter. Maybe the swans. This looks like a floating refuge for wildlife. I'm guessing they've got nests built in. We're on the casino side of the river, the old part of town. Can't take very good pictures because the sun is in the wrong direction. It's really nice here. River. There's my partner. This is where we're riding in this direction. This direction. Okay, we just took a great bicycle tour. You have to pan in to see what it looks like. And we came all the way down. This is a bicycle path all along this shoreline. It's really nice. And we're on a boat dock. And further down, we're not going to go any further. It's a little bit hazy, so you can't really see the mountains that good. Obviously a marina over here, a lot of sailboats. Tons of them. Well, that's it. Bikes. These are the bikes. Nice bikes. This is the path we're going back now. This path is really, really, very nice. It's got a lot of wildflowers. The path is right along the river. Wildflowers all over the place. And just a quick shot of the casino. I don't recommend it. It's the worst casino I've ever been in. The odds are terrible. Didn't lose any money though. 5 francs. Now. This is gonna make people sick.
pretty high here. At the St. Goddard Pass. Okay, we've lost 3 days. We spent one night at Como. The weather was not too good, so we didn't take any videos. Then Tony and I went straight to Milano and to the airport, which was the wrong one, and then to the correct airport. And we just picked up Brian, and he's in his glory. So now I've got to go find Brian. Sitting here with Brian and son Tony, waiting for the tour, which begins at 3 o'clock. And right in the background is Mr. Ferrari, when he used to work for Alfa Romeo. Alfa what?
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo. Then he started his own company around 1947. That's about it. So over here, we've got a car that Brian's going to tell us all about it.
This is a Ferrari 355. It's currently in production right now. And this particular car was taken around the world, as indicated by all the flags and all the signatures of different racing drivers and personalities from each country.
Okay, good.
One thing about this was it was literally driven around the world. One, to prove the popularity of the mark, and also to prove the durability of the car. It needed no maintenance for the entire, I think, 25,000 plus trip, except for oil changes, and that's about it.
Okay, I'll catch the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And there we have them, folks, father and son. Finally made it to the Ferrari factory. Okay, we are at the Ferrari Museum.
Yeah.
And we just spent the night at the Hotel Real.
Yes.
We spent a lot of money there too. I think the idea was that Mr. Ferrari was born in 1898, and this is his 100th anniversary. Looking at the underside of a Ferrari, as Brian says, we've got all managed airflow.
Come up here and see it.
Yeah. Brian pointed out that even the struts are aerodynamically formed to channel the air back to the intake, which is right there. This is a 1950 model.
Transverse leaf spring drum brakes. No management of air underneath the car at all.
Back in the old days. Brian says his dad had a Ferrari and he had to clean all these little spokes every Saturday. Mr. Ferrari as a child. He lived in Bologna, and that's when he was a race driver.
815.
What year does it say?
1940.
1940. One of the early ones.
This is one of the first ones. He couldn't make a car with his name on it for 4 years because Alfa forbid him to do that. It was a racing record for Alfa.
That's what the factory used to look like.
This is 125C. This is one of the first ones that he could put his name on. 1947, 125.
Looking in a mirror to get the underneath. this beautiful model. This is a 4-door. It's a prototype. We've never built one in production.
Or as fast as they were last year, even with rules to slow it down.
Where's the son? Where's the son?
Pierre
Yeah.
Zenza,
When he was 90 years old.
90th birthday party.
Not a bad-looking guy.
He invited all of his workers, all 1,800, to his birthday party. I was still competitive for many years after 47, 51, still competitive. It was designed by Colombo.
Alfa Romeo. His birth certificate. And then it's a note that he had signed for a loan to a local bank who stayed with him, I guess, during all of his production. Won a few trophies here.
They have a brand new suit every race.
Oh, that's right.
And they do this with them now. They know they're going to be collector's items. They
Like the Schumacher's.
Eddie Irvin.
Is it Eddie Irvin over here?
He's a co-driver. So there's two drivers in the team, 2 cars.
I see.
This is a 1-cylinder test engine. This is one of the things they did when they had a new design for an engine, for a racing engine. They would build a 1-cylinder and try it to see if the theory would work, as opposed to going to the expense of building a whole V12 or V10.
See, Brian just explained that this is a V10, not a V12. And that's what they're using in race cars now. They find them to be more efficient, just as efficient as a V12. And we'll see something like this in Hockenheim.
A fan is run off the exhaust fumes, which spins a fan on this side, which pushes more air into the engine and produces more power out of less volume.
How many RPMs?
The impellers on the turbocharger are about 100,000 RPM. The air is made out of Kevlar, which is a fabric-like material. It's stronger than steel but lighter than fiberglass. They only used it for 1 year, and they went to a magnesium transmission, which is what they're using now. And there's 7 speeds.
This is the steering wheel that's used today, and the shifting is right on the back of the steering wheel. You use your fingers on these little levers. We got radio to the left, red.
This is to find neutral.
Okay.
And this is a RPM indicator. When they hit maximum RPM, that lights up.
Okay, so they don't blow up. Okay, here we are on the 23rd, waiting for the videotape to run out.